Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another Fnatic game, and I'm not sure whose viewpoint we will be seeing. I think it's Jana, but we are playing against Team MouseSports from Russia. And yeah, as I said, we're going to watch from Fnatic's point of view, and I think it is Jana's point of view, in fact. So yeah, we'll just have to wait until this loading screen is gone. I'll fast forward through it, so hopefully it'll go a little bit faster. And there we go, 100%. So yeah, enemy team has a Shyvana jungle, which is always risky especially against Maokai, who is yeah, not the best counter jungler. It is indeed Jana who we're going to see. And yeah, Jana not going with the CV, going in fact with the exhaust here, which is not surprising. We've seen that before, but it is oh, that was the wrong key. I wanted to hit that one. It is indeed a difference, because it is hard to keep track of the enemy jungler with an exhaust instead of CV. So they are going to try to get the enemy red buff, but yeah, the enemy team may do exactly the same thing. So strong level 1 team here with a lot of damage, and they are indeed going to attempt to go for a red steal, or yeah, well, I'm assuming a red steal. But as I said, the enemy team may be doing the same thing, and that means, yeah, they're not going to really have an advantage. Top laner should be teleported, recalling by now. I'm not sure what the plan is, because the minions will arrive in the lane before he gets there otherwise, and I'm assuming that is the Singed. So they are going for the double golems as well, sorry about that. And now going for the red, and the red is dragged all the way to the side here, and should be going to the jungler, obviously, who is going to get it, and is actually taking out both of the small minions as well. So I'm not sure if there is a ward there, that the ping was because of that, but it seems that there is a ward there. Yeah, there is indeed a ward there, and oh, this is a lot of damage going down on the jungler, and he is going to die. Yeah, I think they pinged because there was a ward there, and yeah, even without the crits he would have died, and as you can see from the HP, there was no way they were going to get the kill in return. So because the crit is 200% of your damage, it would have been just one extra auto attack. The problem with crits is when it comes to harassment, because you're not going to do 2 harassments. It doubles your harassment power every now and then, and you're not going to be able to do an extra shot when you're harassing someone. You are going to be able to just get the extra shot off when you're plainly attacking them, like it is here. So Graves going for a Dorn's Blade, which is surprising. Normally we see people with a non-healing support going for the boots plus health potions, because it gives you a lot more sustain than yeah, the little bit of health you gain from this Dorn's Blade. Hang on, I'm trying to see the item. Oh, come on, every time I get near here. Yeah, so it gives you 3% lifesteal of 80 damage. Oh, actually 70 damage. The shield giving him a little more there. And nothing is going to happen. So that's 2 HP per hit, by the way. So you're going to regain 2 HP per hit, and seeing that there are 6 minions in a wave, you're going to get 12 12 HP per wave. And is he going to get out of this? Wow, that is surprising that he actually managed to get out of that. Of course, Vayne was never going to tower dive that too much. Oh. My cat is playing with my mouse here, which is not entirely what I wanted to happen there. Oh, she was harassing me for quite a bit. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it until she actually grabbed my mouse. Anyhow, never mind that. We're going to see Janna come back in lane now. And yeah, Graves now has the problem that there is a huge minion wave. And he is going to last hit versus his tower here, and attempt to get as many of them as he can. So yeah, so far doing a decent job of getting these last hits. Not getting every one of them, because obviously it is quite hard with the minions bashing on your minions as well. I mean, when there are no purple minions in this case, it is relatively easy to do for the pro gamers. Obviously I cannot do it, but for the pro gamers who've done this time and time again, it is relatively easy to do. We see a ward going down and Janna going up to mid lane. But yeah, with the minions bashing on your minions, or on the minions you're trying to kill, it is a lot harder to do. So Shyvana is camping mid lane a little bit, and I'm not sure if that is a problem. Oh, come on! Yeah, there we go. So Shyvana, yeah, doesn't have a lot of items yet, but she is going to go back in a minute and get a lot of items anyway. So Janna was just putting down some wards and is now guarding this lane, and is just going to be satisfied with the experience of those minions, because she knows there's the support in here and the Vayne is in here. Yeah, there we go, getting the slow off. Yeah, that's not going to do a whole lot because Vayne wasn't reacting to that, but they could have definitely done more damage than that if Vayne reacted to that. And nice gank here from the Lux, and well, the jungler is there as well. Lux getting a nice ultimate off after that, and then going back. But yeah, they got a free kill there. Well, it's not entirely free because well, the jungler coming in isn't too big of a deal. Wow, this is really aggressive, and are they actually going to manage to all get out of there? I mean, getting the kill, that wasn't a problem, but wow, actually managing to get out of that so far, that is. And are they going to get another kill here? The slow going down from the power cord of Sona, and yeah, this is another kill. Wow. Oh, and the heal still available. I'm going to manage to just run out through the tower. Oh, that was Janna, by the way. I said the Sona slow, but that was actually Janna. So that wasn't the power cord at all. So once again someone trying to get the Maokai, but Maokai surviving yet again and finally going down to Sona here. And yeah, another kill. So by now it is 5 versus 2. And yeah, Suchet now holding the lane. His mid lane has a lot more minions, but apparently they are afraid that... Yeah, that's the bottom lane is getting pushed if nobody is there. So did hit 2 skills on the Vayne there, but Vayne apparently has a lot of lifesteal already. Yeah, has the 12% plus 3%. That's a total of 15% lifesteal, which is a pretty big deal by now. And the slow going down on Vayne, but the Howling Gale not actually able to hit her. Yeah, the range depends on how long you let it sit there, and if you launch it right away, it has a pretty short range, so it's more of a defensive thing than, and not really able to chase down opponents. Ultimate going down by Sona, but it's a little bit too late, and 2 tower shots tanked by Sona. Yeah, that is not good enough, unfortunately. She did have the ultimate up and could have saved her carry there, but I'm not sure why she didn't. Yeah, could have definitely done that. Apparently not realizing that the heal was down, or just not realizing that he might actually die to that shot. Might also be. Anyhow, 2 wards out in the enemy jungle. 1 at the raids, 1 at the tri-bush. Which is excellent for the bottom lane and for dragon control. But it's not good for top lane, so top lane still needs to be careful. Has no wards out, and the lane is pushed into the enemy's side of, well, the river. So, yeah, we saw someone here. Yep, the jungler, or the support, sorry. Support coming in, and yeah, nothing really happens. Vayne was getting a little aggressive there, but it's no problem. Graves is pretty strong. He has some pretty decent ways to, well, survive. And I thought he was going to freeze the lane there, but yeah, Luck's not really understanding that, or just not caring and taking the 2 minions out. So freezing the lane, by the way, is when you both of the skill shots not doing anything, or well, they did something, but not managing to steal the dragon with them. And yeah, I was just wondering whether something was going to happen, but nothing is going to happen, so it is all okay. Yeah, the ultimate's missing there from Cassiopeia. And wow, eventually Vayne does pick off Graves, because nobody is near this side. So are they eventually going to pick up some kills back, or is this just going to be a completely failed attack? It seems that, yeah, it is going to be a completely failed attack. Oh, almost getting some kills back in return, but so close. All of the enemies were so close to dying, and yeah, they just split up. So after losing that dragon, they split up into 2 parts and lost because of that. It is now sorry, 10-7. So it's not a really big deal. Graves still at 6 kills since that 2. Yeah, it's not too big of a deal that they lost that fight, but they definitely gave away their advantage. They were still an advantage even after they lost dragon, and then they lost something like 4-1. So I don't know exactly how many people died, but I think 4 of them. So I think only Lux stayed alive during that. And Lux is going to push this lane a little bit. In the meantime, Janna is holding up mid lane. These two guys are going to gank top lane, so that should be interesting. Unfortunately, we cannot see anything. And Gangplank just walking out of that. So Cassiopeia getting caught here by Janna, but nothing real is going to come out of that, it seems. Oh, Maokai actually managing to land the snare there, and that means a dead Cassiopeia. So, yeah, I was a little bit too early to call that nothing. But I didn't think that Maokai could actually catch up with her. Because, well, Cassiopeia has a slow, so she could easily throw that behind her. And yeah, they both have level 2 boots, so it's quite surprising to me that they could actually catch up. But okay, nicely played on Team Fnatic's part by not giving up on the chase, even though, yeah, it seemed kind of that she was kind of far away. And as I said, she does have a slow, so if she put that down and tagged Maokai with it, he would have definitely not been able to catch up. So yeah, we see a lot of minions picked up by this Lux. And not sure how the minions are doing. 112, 99. Graves not really doing too well. 63. There has been a lot of harassment going down against the 96 here. But top and mid lane are doing fine. Top lane, yeah, that's about equal. And mid lane, 91 to 112. A little bit ahead for Lux. But that's because she hasn't been in mid lane for quite a while. And yeah, she has just been able to farm bottom lane. And, well, Vayne is just keeping on farming, while Graves was helping with the blue buff, and is eventually going to get back into his bottom lane. I'm not sure if he's actually still, well, on the same level as this Vayne, because Vayne is probably going to own both of them here. Oh, nicely done. They do get 1 kill at least for that, and that was the best they could get out of that. Unfortunately, the mid lane also dies, so that's a 3 for 1 all of a sudden. But the fact that they could get the jungler is pretty big. Since that really wasn't necessary. The enemy team could have, yeah, I think Vayne could have owned all 3 of them without any problem, and Shyvana just overextending a little bit too long, or, well, drawing turret aggro a little bit too long. And yeah, this turret is going to fall as well. And then the enemies are going to back off, leaving only 1 minion of that entire minion wave. That is pretty amazing. Obviously, a new wave was coming in immediately, but yeah, they had a pretty big minion wave there, and the tower ate all of the minions except for that one. Taking out the pink ward here. I'm not sure, people keep calling it purple wards nowadays, and I'm not sure whether it's a pink ward or a purple ward. Everyone called it pink ward in the beginning. I think I still like pink ward more than purple ward, so going to keep calling it pink wards. Anyhow, yeah, we see Shyvana coming in, and yeah, Shyvana getting engaged upon, but yeah, that's not going to do a whole lot to most of the Shyvanas. I'm not sure what she's building. Oh, yeah, well, I should pull up this screen. That's way more. Yeah, she does have some extra armor, some extra health. But it's not like she's invulnerable yet. She does have a little bit of extras. So going on the enemy team instead of going for Dragon, and Dragon is still up. So lots of AoE from Shyvana going down, and this guy is completely out of position. Although he did draw out quite a few ultimates, and they actually might be able to pick off the rest now. Nope, nope, nope. Well, we still have Lux here. Lux who might save the day, but it's not going to happen. Wow. Another failed Dragon fight, and the enemy team is now, yeah, they're going to pick off Dragon and be done with it. So if Lux stayed in, she would have been able to pick off this guy. At least I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, they do get the Dragon timer. But that was another failed fight, and now it's 13 to 13, but they lost the last two Dragons. So I'm pretty sure they're behind on gold. Although their minions were doing quite well. And Lux is just continuing to farm. Which is what she does. I mean, that is what every carry does. 145 now versus the, let's see, 107. So she is ahead of the AD carry on the enemy team. But the AP carry, sorry. The AD carries, however, are reversed, I think. Yeah, 77 to 127. So that's like 50 minions ahead. Which is a pretty big deal. Well, plus the kills, of course. But yeah, we don't really know the amount of gold the kills have given, because 0-3. Yeah, you don't give as much gold anymore for the second and third kills. So, and I have no idea who got killed by who. And placing a second ward there. And wow, the enemy team backing off. Apparently too afraid to continue that. Even though they could probably take out this whole enemy, well, this whole Fnatic team. But yeah, Baron does a lot of damage, so the safe way to do this is to just get out of there. But they did see the ward going down, and they, yeah, they know that there is no other ward there, because otherwise you wouldn't ward it twice. Maokai coming in to just pick off that one ward. And yeah, they are now going to take it out, and a ward going down. But are they actually going to... No, they're going to just bait the enemy team in here. And wow, that was a lot of damage. I don't know who did that, but I think that was the Lux ultimate. That did so much damage. And oh, almost getting the kill. Yeah, immediately melting the Cassiopeia there. The Cassiopeia did get off an ultimate, doing a little bit of damage, but not enough to scare them away. And so it's eventually a 1v2 trade, and these two guys are still in a bit of trouble, because they have the whole enemy team at their, well, coming after them. And well, Lux is going to get killed. Oh my god, Vayne is such a beast. So eventually Vayne does get killed, and without her it's going to be a whole lot more difficult to get that. So this Gangplank should die, because there's one guy over here and one guy over here chasing him. And there we go, come on! There we go. The poison, I forgot the poison. So yeah, that was a long team fight. I don't know what the eventual score was. I think 4 versus 4, because it's now 17-17. So yeah, since it was 13-13 before. I'm guessing that both teams got an equal amounts of kills, but yeah, one of them is 0-4 or one of them is 0-4 as well. So yeah, there's a big difference in how much gold you give if you don't get any kills, or well, not for a while. And are they going to? Yeah, they're going to award Baron again. And I know that the Sona is here. But they also, yeah, they can see pretty much everyone. Gangplank here, the Vayne is at the bottom, and there are 2 guys here at the Dragon, Baron, sorry. So a ward going down just to spot how many enemies there are up top. And yeah, we're back to kind of the passive stage. Everyone just jockeying for position a little bit. Not a whole lot going on for now. And yeah, the missed snare there. If that snare had landed, that would have been a kill. Because Maokai would have snared her as well, and yeah, by that time it is already, well, too much damage. So they're just going to go for this turret instead of going for Baron, which the enemy team probably expected. But the enemy team was so spread out that they could do virtually everything or anything they wanted. And another, yeah, just threatening to snare people is good enough. You don't have to land all of them, although it would be great to hit one every now and then. Oh, where are you going? Running away from his team, but yeah, not really managing to do anything. Well, the enemy team wasn't managing to do anything. So if the enemy is going for Dragon here, they are going for Baron, although 3 of them are going back home, which is risky with both Baron and Dragon up. I think they're giving up Dragon here. Yeah, with the Vayne on the enemy team seems to be doing really well. So yeah, they did indeed give up Dragon. They do realize it was just taken, but Vayne is 11-3. They cannot really take her out. They have no one to go up against her. Graves is supposed to be able to handle her. Well, not in the end game one-on-one, but at least match her damage. But yeah, it is so hard. Vayne does so much damage. Wow, a lot of damage going off immediately here with the AoE spells from Lux and, well, everyone else. Oh, this Shyvana really low now. Shyvana is going to stay in though, because they don't want to give away a free Baron. Shyvana is going to come in through the blue. There you go. We saw her running there, and they do put down a ward. Not sure if they actually want to go for Baron here or just want to, well, get the enemy team to engage on them. So the Gangplank ultimate already down, but it did a lot of damage. Oh, come on guys! Yeah, there we go, getting the fling off, and that triggers the team fight. Unfortunately, not a whole lot happening, and yeah, then it is a 5 versus 3, and obviously the Fnatic team has an easy time defeating that, but that was not a good engage. They they reacted quite slowly to the fling, and then when they eventually got the kill on Gangplank, everyone was too far away from the other two. And they did get the kills, but yeah, that was because it was a 5 versus 3. If there was a 5 on 5, I think they would have lost, because well, they are all very low and they could have all died. So Baron is still up, and they are going to get it eventually. But yeah, as you can see, Sona is even taking out people. Yeah, well, Sona not getting killed for some reason. Maokai did pick off the Cassiopeia. And Sona is not a really big deal, I guess. I don't know why they didn't catch her, but yeah, well. They were really low, so I guess they wanted to take the safe route. And at least Graves is going to get a whole lot of farm here, which puts him equal with, or more equal with the Vayne. Well, she's still about 10 minions ahead, 15. Lux is going to get another blue buff, and we are getting ready for the next next fight. Oh, sorry about that. When was Dragon? 31, so that's still 2 minutes away. 2 minutes 40. So yeah, let's push some lanes. Pushing bottom lane would be good, although yeah, everyone is centered around the mid and top lane, so pushing top lane would be just as good, I guess. So yeah, the Singed is going to pick up the minions here, and the enemy team is just trying to defend mid lane against 4 enemy champions. Oh, Vayne coming in here. No, not managing to pop her up. They are going to pick someone. There we go, but Vayne will do a ton of damage to someone. And she does ult. And wow, how did they pick up that Shyvana? Didn't expect that. Shyvana is really tanky in dragon form, so did not expect her to die that easily. Well, I guess she was in a 1v5 situation, but I was focusing more on Vayne, who was the one that got engaged upon. But they couldn't really kill her because she is just too mobile. She does well, she does have her ultimate, which makes her invulnerable. She has no tumble to get out of situations, so all in all, it is pretty hard to get her. And Singed is just going to pick up all of these minions, while the rest of the team is going to push in mid lane, attempting to get this turret down, but yeah, they want to stay safe, and they don't want to take too many tower hits, because, well, every tower shot you take costs you a large chunk of your health. I think about 200. Not actually sure. Yeah, 300 damage. So after armor, that's about 200 damage for most champions. Of course, if you build more armor, then tower shots are going to do less damage. Anywho, and everyone that went home is now back, and yeah, they're now going to be able to fight for this this dragon, but they're a little bit late. Dragon is already back up, and oh, it is still up. No, they're not managing to get in there. So didn't pay enough attention apparently to the timer there. Well, neither did I, but I'm not playing this game and I'm no pro. So a lot of skill shots going that way, preventing the enemy team coming after them, and they are going to attempt to get this this turret kill. And yeah, if they can kill this turret, that's a very nice trade for Dragon. And oh, getting a snare on the Cassiopeia, but no other damage going off on her. And unfortunately, oh wow, that Lux, man. Yeah, I wanted to say unfortunately no light binding coming out from Lux, but then she ults and makes all up for all of that. And they are going to get an inhibitor here. And with Cassiopeia gone, as well as Sona, they are going to be able to push in and take out the one turret. I would assume both of them, but yeah, Vayne is up and is going to do a whole lot of damage. The ultimate from come on, from Janna actually managing to hold off the enemy, and with the slow from the slow from Lux was enough to keep them a little bit further away, but then she just ults and gets everyone. And yeah, Graves finally reaching some higher damage potential. Yeah, it is very hard to go up against Vayne, but yeah, Graves is also a beast when it comes to the late game. But yeah, Lux doing a surprising amount of damage there with her ult, because they all chased her and ran in a line straight to her, and yeah, she was doing so much damage there. Especially after they took the oh come on, what's it called? The singularity? Lucent singularity, I think it's called. Yeah, they already took that, so they thought, well, that wasn't too bad. But then the ultimate, wow, so much damage going down. Yeah, we see some warding going off. Blue buff being picked up. And yeah, now going back to her team. And Janna should just stay with her team for now, because it is a little bit risky running out on your own at this point. Although the support, yeah, the support can die. It is not too big of a deal, although yeah, I guess they have most of the skills on Lux anyway, and if Lux dies, they have a much bigger problem. So Baron is coming up, and the enemy does know that. The enemy picking up on the ward. Not a whole lot of damage going off on the enemy team, but they do pick up the Baron before the enemy team actually reacts. And yeah, unfortunately Lux drops right away, but yeah, Vayne is still not down. Vayne really needs to get taken out really quickly, because otherwise they're going to lose this entire team fight. And Graves is still full health, so nicely done. And Graves is going to pick up this kill as well. There we go. Yeah, in the fight between Graves and Vayne, the Vayne went in a little bit too aggressively, I think, and could get or didn't get the chance to take out the AD carry on the enemy team. And yeah, this of course means that the Nexus goes down. That was a pretty close match, because that could have gone either way. If Vayne in that last team fight would have been able to do more damage, well, to take out the AD carry, so take out Graves, instead of being taken out by the others, that would have turned out really differently, because, well, she can just lifesteal so much back. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. It wasn't my best commentary ever, but there's a lot to see on the map, and I was trying to get all of it in view. didn't really work, but yeah, I'll try again, and hopefully at some point I will get it. So, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.